What is going on, guys? Dance style. You recognize the background. First day we're back at Greg's after mobbing the freaking TT. Guys, it's coming to an end. The build is being finished up. We are down to the last few weeks of doing this. Today's video, we got a lot to do, a lot of stuff to get down. So as you can see, here's the bumpers. These are sprayed to match. They now match all the other silver on the car. Come over here, we have the skirts. The skirts are pretty much scuffed and ready. Color is gonna be on there soon. I'm not gonna say anything up on that. And then over here, got a lot other more stuff to talk about. Another company actually hit me up for a radio. So ATOTO, they hit me up and they told me they got this new S8 radio. It's functional with the car. The actual harness I already have with the Kenwood works with this. So we're gonna actually put this big, nice radio in there. I'm gonna do a whole little install, show you guys how to do it. If you gotta, hopefully it goes well, and if you guys want to check them out, obviously I'll have them linked and such, but it's a huge screen, guys. It's a 9-inch display, so it's gonna look like a Tesla in there. I'm not gonna be running that small little Kenwood anymore. No problem with the Kenwood, but just this opportunity popped up and we're gonna do it. Also, got a lot of stuff, guys. Got a lot to freaking talk about here. So ended up getting new interior floor well lights. The last ones that I got ended up, they're not going to be able to work with the way we have our switches. They have to get power from a 12-volt cigarette lighter, and I don't like the look of that. Don't want my cigarette lighter to be used up for an individual light. So I actually got pretty good quality LEDs for footwell lights, and they actually come with everything to tap it into fuses and such. So we're literally just going to put that to our switch, and it should get power from our switch panel. You guys come over here. Here's the TT. We ended up raising the car a little bit. You guys can't even freaking tell. Fitment's still tight. You guys can see here's the mounting portion of the bumper. But yeah, the car's raised a little bit. So now I've got a lot of clearance in here. If you get down here, there is a ton of clearance in there. Shouldn't worry about cracking the kit. I'm gonna be able to be outside because, guys, we just did all this body work. It's cool being low, but I'm not trying to destroy it from being too low. If you noticed in the last video, no one probably noticed it, but it was something that caught my eye. I have a little bit of a gap in my hood from doing the custom Bozer style hood. Made these really sick little fill-in things. So right now this is just foam. Greg, what did we do here? Because if you guys look over here, I'll show you. I'm gonna put in 0.5 real quick. If you look here, this gap was really paying off. So we actually got these things, or made these to fill in that gap, and we're gonna do something even more clever with it here. But he has one here that's for this side.
So pretty much this is pretty rough, but literally took on the floor, you see the pieces of the foam. That's literally what I took, and I cut out a rough shape, and then I just started building upon it, fiberglass filler, etc., to make a really rough core negative. The sole purpose of this is to fill up that gap as a filler piece.
Exactly. Yeah, you heard it there, guys. So in the last video, we put the chains on the actual skirt and on the flare. I love the look of the chains, and I don't want to be like too corny with it, but I like them using them as accents. So what our plan actually is, this is just the mold. I'm getting these 3D printed so they're smooth, and we're gonna sand them down to size to fit perfectly in here, but we're gonna also hang chains from here to here. So it's gonna have a chain right here along with a chain there, and obviously I still have the chains in the rear bumper. We've got the chains in there. This is just a lot of the little things that I'm really glad Greg was down to do with me, because I think this will literally make this car a different level compared to others. Here, what we did here is, if you guys noticed, we have a body line above the light. So if we didn't have this body line, it would kind of just be rounded. Greg actually thought of it and added this body line. We chucked some random little wrap on this so you can kind of see the glossiness of it too. There's an actual line coming from the OEM line, goes down to here, and then goes to another line over the actual light. So that's the reason why we got wrap right there. Here's the old LEDs, freaking junk. Yeah, let's go talk about the bumpers in the garage real quick. All right, guys, we are now in the booth. Paint has been going down. This video, we're not gonna get super into the paint. That's for the next video. Bunch of bangers coming out, guys. Make sure you guys freaking tune in. Just click the subscribe button right freaking now. Post notifications right now. I got bangers coming up. This is the final 2-3 weeks of this car, so we're gonna get this thing done. We got a lot of content coming. Here's the bumper. If you wanna come over here, we've got the first mock of the fine line. So yes, here's the reveal, guys. We are doing fine line, lowrider style stuff. I'm gonna put you guys in 0.5. All right, so now you guys are in 0.5. So if you look here, we've got everything freaking painted out. Still got more to do, obviously, but here's the silver base. We've got a gradient on this rear piece. We've got lines coming up here. Obviously, this is the silver. And then if you get a good look here, We've got some crazy stuff. We've got spider webs up in the top, little fade of the stencil over there, and then it goes all the way in these lines. Same thing over here, web over here. That's just a little bit of what we're gonna be doing. We also, I got a new lip for the rear. I never put the KBD skirts on for the last video. Here they are. These are just little skirt extensions that are made of polyurethane that go on those other skirts I have. And usually the car would sit really low on the sides, but the rear bumper sat higher. I got a rear lip too now. This is also polyurethane. This is actually just a universal eBay lip. I'll put you guys on to the method. We made sure it fit. It lines up with that bumper. So we have that lip on that bumper now. It all looks really low and it's quite literally on the floor. And it's polyurethane though, so it can eat the road, it's okay. But yeah, we're also gonna be doing some fine line on here and some fine line on here. It's gonna be absolutely insane, cooking it here. Yeah, we're about to get into this radio. So we're gonna do the radio first and hopefully everything goes well in this video, guys. Just follow along and let's get into it. All right, guys, so welcome back to the interior. We are currently going to be installing this Kenwood. Get the new one in, and the harness should pretty much be ready to switch over. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. There's a lot of stuff, so once we get this figured out, I'll get back to you guys. All right, so how we have this wired is, I'm zooming in with the camera. This is the HDMI that came off the Kenwood, so we had to find where that was. And we have the two looms of all my power going into the glove box for my switch, and then there's the OEM loom. So now we had to get that out, and now I'm gonna pull it as I step on the fucking radio stuff. Hold on.
Fine.
All right, so I got the...
Hold on. Before you do that, hold on.
Yeah.
1 sec, let me grab a little bit more. Okay.
Okay. Stuck.
Okay.
All right, so while we were trying to get the HDMI out, broke my center console, so we're gonna have to re-adhere that to it. But if you look down there, there's the HDMI we needed right there. We'll pull that out now, and then that's all. That's the Kenwood out, and then we're gonna get the new radio and start putting it in. All right, so yeah, we got it out. It was literally just that freaking HDMI that made us break the center console. Yeah, that was the only thing holding this in. So this is out, and it is for sale. I'm going to put this back in the box and sell it, and the only thing it has is a little scratch mark. So Kenwood for sale, let me know. All right, so before we get into this, this was sent out to me by ATOTO. Their 9-inch S8 display, I believe. But yeah, let's get this freaking screen, and we're gonna look over this and see how it works. All right, guys, so first thing you want to do with your ATOTO radio, so you got these little screws on there. We got a little hardware pan, and you use these little panels to line it up with the side of here, and that's what actually bolts into, that goes into there, and that's what slides into here. You have to line up these holes. All you have to do is line up the middle one, and then the rest fall in place.
Hell no.
Guys, no, it fell, but it didn't go that far. All right, here. I got it. You guys get the point. I'm literally gonna screw this in. So once this is screwed in, we'll get back into it. All right, so look at that. Okay, so that works actually surprisingly well. All right, so if we're gonna plug this in, let's see. I don't think so. Okay. All right, so that plug sadly does not work with this, so we're gonna have to resplice all this. So we will chop all these wires and get back to you guys when the new harness is spliced in. So we already got a good way of getting it actually put in there. We have a good way to actually secure it. So now all we gotta do is backtrack the wiring that we did for the Kenwood and swap it over to the wiring for the new one. Once we have all this wiring switched up, I will get back to you guys. All right, so we got it mocked up here. We actually are not utilizing that plastic piece. You don't even need it. The only thing you can see is stuff up in there, but we're gonna tuck all these wires down there nice. Even gonna probably put an LED back here so it shines through here, but we have the two pieces we put on there, and then we're actually gonna self-tapper these in and then bolt this into these. So then this just sits all in there real nice. And now without that plastic piece, we can see the spider webs we have painted on this actual piece. So I think that'll look really cool. Freaking awesome. So far, man, this radio is great. We also just got to do the wiring to get the actual sound to the radio, but we'll do that next. All right, so we got it to work. It's currently working. I don't want to play any music because I'm gonna get copyrighted, but yeah, y'all hear that song. We're gonna get this dialed in, play a little clip of the song, and then I'll go over all the features of this. So we got this absolutely dialed, guys. It is literally shaking all the air. These 8s are hitting right now. So we got this pretty dialed in. This ATOTO is a beast, honestly. We're messing with the gain a little bit, and we are just playing a bunch of music to get the whatever like songs I mainly listen to like good. It is literally shaking. It shook one of his paintings off the wall. It's bumping through the whole entire garage right now. Get into like the features and stuff that this radio has. It's honestly crazy. You can get on YouTube and stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so we finally got it figured out. The Wi-Fi is now connected. It's literally, quite literally, guys, this ATOTO is a Android tablet, pretty much. So I can pretty much go to the Play Store, and now that I'm connected to Wi-Fi, if it's still working. Oh, here, yeah. So I can literally download TikTok, guys, and I could probably watch TikTok on this. And I can even go in here and let's, you want to play some freaking Brawl Stars? We'll freaking download Brawl Stars and play it. That is just one really cool thing. We can watch the best YouTuber in the world. Let's watch this most recent video if you guys haven't tapped in, and we still have no connection. So, wait, yo.
You go for it. It's all 6s.
Guys, that's some scary shit.
That's convenient.
Gotta get another light here, so that's why it's only on this side for now, but I will... I know that guy! Yeah. Wait. That's... Yeah, so, you know... Wait, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Wait. That's the same light! Wait, what? Yo, that's me! I can watch YouTube on this thing. It's quite literally like a tablet. Like, I can, like, go up and, like, swipe out of apps and stuff. This thing is freaking awesome. A little bit weird to get wired in and all that stuff, but that's how every single radio is. Thank you to ATOTO. You guys freaking... Anyone wants that Kenwood, comment on this video if it hasn't already sold yet. I'll send it out to a fan for $100 though, and you have to pay shipping. If you're a subscriber, I'll send you that. We're about to get into possibly doing the lights. I don't know what time it is exactly. Let's get into...
Keep it going.
Yeah, let's we're gonna do the lights really quick. I got these OT7 lights. I wanted to get a really good brand. So these were a little bit expensive. Here's the controller. And then here we have the heavy duty strips. These are actually dual. There's a lot of LEDs. It's gonna be real bright. Getting into that and see what these lights got. Also, I forgot to tell you guys with what we have here. We actually installed a fuse box to all the interior LEDs. So every single one of these is a different light that's around the car, and it's all ran onto fuses. I'm gonna pray that this is the safest way we can do all this and run all these lights and not draw whack power. But so everything's been wired. Positive. Here the lights are getting power now. Pretty sick. I have these all on white right now, so the vents are on white, these are on white, and we're just gonna put the seat in, and then we'll show you guys and bump some freaking music, because this looks absolutely crazy in here. Now with this big Tesla screen, oh, freaking awesome. All right, guys, so we got the footwell lights kind of mocked for you guys. See back here, we got the illumination on both the rear seats. This is not 100% yet, guys. You come over here, we now have actually working footwell lights that turn on with the switch. So if you watch me in here, I drop my panel here, turn these off, turns the footwell lights off, turns every single light off, and back on, just like that. Goes to the startup animation, and everything's freaking playing. We got this nice sound system going in here. We got this new Tesla radio. So as you guys can see, that thing is insane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm coming back tomorrow. We're gonna do more, and that's gonna be the second video. That's gonna be the next week's video, or whenever I decide to upload it. We got the lights in, we got the Tesla screen on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Tune in to the next. I got so much going on right now. I don't even know how to end this one off, guys. Just keep showing love. You guys have been killing the videos. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm just gonna get it to see you guys in the next. I'll see you later. All right, we gotta go. This ain't the same chopper, hollow tips, and it's 50 cal. This a train stopper. I don't aim at you below the waist.